Okay. So I was saying that conditions we use if. Okay. If we have to do either this or that, if you have
Mm.
to do this or this or this or this condition, right? I want to assign grade. I can assign grade A or B or C or D, but when to use what? It is condition. If, else if, and else, right? Then if you have to repeat something more than 10 times, you have to write a code and you put that code in a loop. So loop will repeat it. Let's say you want to print hello 100 times, right? You want to perform certain task more than once. So it is for loop or while loop. You put that in loop and loop will run.
Same value or different value will work here. Yeah.
Hmm. Then you have arrays, you said. Array means storing multiple values, right? So if you
Mhm.
need a variable where you want to store 10 values, okay, use array. For example, yesterday's example when you did it, right? You selected 5 different values for the 5 different score. That is one way. So you are using integer to store a value. Then what
Mhm.
we did was we used same variable and we put multiple values in it, right? So this is how you do multiple values,
Mhm.
right? So if you want to assign multiple values to one single variable, it is arrays.
Mhm. And function?
Function is you put certain blocks of code together. It's like bad example, but it'll help you to remember is you have a shop, right? Bread,
Mhm.
if you want to buy a bread, you don't start baking bread at home. You go to the shop, you buy it, and done. So whenever you need bread, go to the grocery store, get it. Okay, so that is like a function. Function is like a block of code, what you want to do, kept separately. Okay,
Acha,
and
and you
whenever
you
you
call
want to
that.
call it, wherever you want to call it, just call that function. So function itself
Correct.
is just the name, okay? That we give to certain block of code. We say, okay, this block of code, I might repeat it different time, I might have to reuse it different times. So I will put it in a block and give it a name.
Mhm.
Right? So that's example of functions. So you put a block of code and put some name on it. That becomes a function name.
Right,
So
sir.
see, when you the loop, if you want to run 10 times, you have to run the same piece of code 10 times. But here the
Yeah.
advantage is whenever you want to run, you can run. I want to use now, then I want to use after 10 lines of code, I want to use it after 20 lines of code, again 30 lines of code, 100 lines of code. You can use this. So it's a name that we give to a block of code, if you see in a way. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Function is a block of code that we give a name. So when we call that name, that block of code will be executed. Wherever you are calling there, it will be executed. What else?
That's it, sir, for now.
Okay. So where to use is easy. Okay. You'll have how to use is where to get challenge. How to use easy condition. If repeating more than one loop. Okay. You give a block of code a name where you can use it multiple times. Function. Okay. So today we'll see how to handle errors, right? Can we continue? Can we continue, ma'am? I can't hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So today we'll talk about how to add errors, right? Um, so we use try catch. Okay, sorry, try and catch to handle runtime error. Sorry. Okay, and how do we do is the block of code that you think can throw error. Block of code.
That will, hmm,
Yeah. Okay, but let me first write all these, right?
that you'll put in try and catch you'll put error, right? You
Correct.
think variable.
Right. Okay. So now, mm, okay. So I'm just thinking. Um, okay. So let's say let a equal to 0 and let b equal to 5, and then I say let c equal to c b, or directly I can say c equal to, right? C equal to b by a. This will definitely throw error. Why?
Because it's a wrong.
Why it is
So
wrong?
B by A, right, sir? So
So b by a, why it is wrong?
mm-mm.
Tell me. Because cursor is not. Okay. Now, if I try to use, so see the block which can throw error, that block
that
we put it in try.
that in catch, right?
Try is the block that is going to throw the error, where you think can throw the error. Catch is where you catch the error. Okay. Try is the block of code that will throw error. Okay. It's a block of code that will catch, that will handle the error.
Catch will handle the error, and a try will, where you feel that this code is not correct, that you'll put in a try, and catch will handle that.
Correct. Okay. So I will put, and I'll say let c equal to 0. Okay. Uh, oops. Um, Okay. Now I'll say catch. Okay. Catch. Um, catch should have error here. Okay. How do we catch error?
Mm, you'll put C here. No.
Okay. What kind of error is this? Okay. So best would be, let me say b equal to 5 as a string. This works. B is string, right? I'm expecting to throw value type error. Why it's not throwing type error? Okay. Okay. Missing catch. Okay. Or finally. Okay. So let's put catch first and then we will see. Okay. So I'm saying uh, catch error. Okay. Okay. And I'll say, okay, catch console dot log, let's say. Caught an error in uh, uh, caught error in a try, let's say, for example. Okay. So you're printing result equal to nan, not a number. Mm, okay. So here I'm going to say, okay. Um, should is it not
लाइन
throwing
नंबर
error?
12 लाइन नंबर 12 कैच ब्रैकेट में एरर डाला है सर. सो टू हैंडलिंग दैट एरर यू जस्ट पुट ERR, right?
Correct, correct. No, I'm thinking that this part should be called. No, this part is not getting called. So let me put something like this. Yeah, uncaught syntax error. It is syntax error. Okay, so syntax error is caught here. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll put everything in try and see. Okay, so I'm able to create syntax error now.
सर लाइन नंबर 11 बाहर ही आएगी ना कि वो अंदर जाएगी?
हाँ नहीं, एक्चुअली इससे फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है ना, यहीं पे एरर आना चाहिए, राइट? दिस शुड थ्रो an error, and then here uh,
It will handle.
yeah, it will not, I mean, basically I'm just doing console, right? Console.log, right? It should display it on the screen. uh, mhm. Syntax error is not caught. Okay, we can also create our own error. Okay, so let's say I'm just giving error. Okay, sorry, I'm just saying, okay, let's say a equal to 11, and I want a to be less than 10 or throw error. Okay, so a is 11. So what I'll do is I will check if a is greater than 10. Okay, and I'll say throw high value for a. Mhm. Okay. Uncaught, let a equal to 11, and if a greater than okay, so what I'm doing, I'm forcibly throwing an error here. I was not able to generate that error, so now I'm forcibly throwing that error. You see, caught an error in try. Now you see that.
Yes.
So earlier, see, I was thinking divide by zero error is not caught; it gives infinity, and division by string also did not give us any output. Okay, so now what I did, I am purposely throwing. See, a greater than 10 is not an internal error. Okay, so that's why this would not throw an error, but I am throwing an error saying if a is more than 10, okay, it is error, and you can see the error message, colon, and here I can say um, um, comma, error. Okay, uh, right? So, or let me add the string. I'll say err. So what is the error that we'll get here?
But sir, one
Yes.
second. So A value is 11 only. So is anyway greater than 10 only.
Yes.
Then how will you get that error?
See here. So I'm throwing no. Throwing is purposely throwing the error.
But how do you get that?
How do you get that what? How do you get what?
error because A is anyways higher than, and okay, throw. Okay,
Throw, that's
throw
what I'm
high
saying.
value.
Throw will throw the error.
So, okay, 1 second, this case. So after
Huh.
putting this throw word, that will give you a error.
Yes, because we have saying throw. So throw is meant to give error. Okay, you can create your
Okay,
own error. See, if you are,
okay.
if you don't see, if you give try, no, try
Hmm.
is used to catch error, correct? And
Hmm.
how to handle the error will be in your catch. Okay,
Hmm.
so try is to catch the error. Catch is to do what? I mean, you have caught the error, now do what? Right?
Yes. So
And then
you'll
you have
handle
third
it.
option called finally. Finally will be executed in both the cases. Error or
Yeah.
no error, finally will be
It
caught.
doesn't care.
Doesn't
Yeah.
care. But
Yeah.
catch will work only when you have error.
Correct.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
Now
Yes.
coming to the try will catch the error. So you have two options here. One option is when you make some internal error. And I was trying to do that, but I couldn't get. I mean, I tried a couple of things, right? Maybe if I
Yeah.
can try to read a value which is not there. Then probably that will give a error. So second thing is I am creating my own error. I'm just saying throw. I don't
Hmm.
want a value to be more than 10, right? Let's say when you're giving password, right? So password will have, say, it'll say minimum 8, maximum 15. Okay.
Hmm.
So if you enter more than 15, you can
Hmm.
throw a password that number of characters is too high. You can also throw error, okay? If, I can say A is less than, let's say, 8.
Hmm.
That means if value, in this case, I'm saying if A is greater than 15, throw high value for A error. And if A is less than A is less than 8, throw low value for A, right? High value,
Hmm.
low value. Now, when
Yeah.
in this case, it is neither less than 8 nor more than 15. So here A will work fine.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's
Console.
run it. Okay. So yeah, you get NaN because you are printing C, which is B by A, right?
That's
But
what. Yeah.
this, yeah, but this did not throw any error, right? Had it
Hmm.
thrown error, this would have been like, you would have got this statement.
Hmm.
Okay. But now if I make value as 18, let's say I make A as 18, then A is definitely greater than 15. So you'll get error, high value for A. Okay. Or let's say I put 6 here. Okay. Now when you run it, okay. So caught an error in try, error message, low value for A. Exactly what we did here. Now, if I try to do F here, let's see what happens. So this is how you can create your own error. But I'm trying to
Correct.
use,
Yeah.
inbuilt error.
Hmm. You don't need this line number 9, 10, and 11, I believe.
1 second, ma'am. Let me. Okay. Now see, F is not defined. You see that? So
Hmm.
reference error. It's called reference error. F is not defined. So reference error, F is not defined, is an inbuilt error, isn't it? So
Yeah.
here I did not say throw F is not defined error, right? It threw by itself, and then catch will catch it.
Hmm.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you tell me, you are saying something.
I was saying line number 9, 10, 11. You don't need here.
9, 10, 11. Let's say I need it. See, assume that if my first two error is not error, then I will need it. That's why we got earlier, you got result equal to NaN, right? Which executed all those lines. If A, B meets those requirements, then continue working and share the analysis. So it is required in this case. Of course, you can have whatever you want to have instead of this, right? It's up to you. It's up to your business code, correct?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. So you can use try, catch, okay, or you can use throw inside try. If you want to create your own error, specific error, you say catch, sorry, try, and in that you put throw. If you don't throw, okay, then internal errors will be caught. If you want to give your own error, you can use using throw. Okay. Now let's say I want use finally, correct? So I will say finally. Oh, console dot log. I don't care about the error. Okay. Now you see here, this error will be there, right? Just give me a second. Sorry, this guy was walking around my home. So he was a courier boy looking for the address.
Oh.
Okay, so here you see, if there is an error also, you got this finally, right? And let's say we put A, we don't want to throw error. In this case, there will, okay, there will not be any error be thrown, right? So when I go and run, oops, okay. So, okay, I don't care. Now, if you talk about the errors here, this is the error, right? So I can handle the error here this way, okay? If error equal to, okay, so I can say alert, please reduce the value of A and try again, right? So now I'll make it as 18, let's say. See, please reduce the value of A and try again, right? Because I have given this, right? So it knows what to do with it, right? Now, talking about the inbuilt errors, right? You have errors like um, um, evaluation error, okay? Let me make it as 11 and F here, right? So now when you run it, okay, so you get reference error, correct? So I can say here, okay, okay, um, uh, okay, let me try with this error equal to reference error. Some values are not, some values are not defined. Okay. Now when you run this, okay, you get error? No, because, okay, reference error is such a big thing, right? So big. So what I'll say instead of this, I'll say if reference error in ERR, right? Because see, this entire thing is reference error. I'm only checking for reference. So it was not exact match. But here it says F is not defined. We may not know which variable is not defined. There could be multiple variables which is not defined. Uh, Reference error. Okay. Uh, hmm, See here, reference error
Uh,
is
line
not
number
yeah,
F is not defined.
correct.
Yeah, F we are not using anywhere.
No, no, no. So correct. No, what I'm saying is, see here, if I copy this entire thing, right?
Hmm.
Okay, then it makes sense. If this equal to, okay, then you'll get some values are not defined.
Hmm.
Okay, then some values are not defined. Okay, so
Yeah.
so exactly, you can catch the message and you can perform that operation. Whatever operation you can tell the user or you can define it. So so that way it is there. But I want to see if I don't want to check the entire text. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to check only some portion of it. Okay. So how do I give some portion of it? See, um, okay. So if let's say see here F is not defined. It could be anything, right? A is not defined, B is not defined, right? There could be
Hmm.
multiple things that is not defined, correct? So see, if you know F is not defined, then you can get the entire thing, which is fine. Okay. But in this case, okay, if let's say instead of F it is G, correct? Then this will be false, right? This will not be able to catch. Yes or no? Because I'm comparing exact f is not defined, right? So this will not get cached. This will not get caught here. So what will I'll do instead is, okay, your error has this complete text, right? G is not defined. So instead of reading this entire error, okay, I will read this much, okay, or maybe I'll put colon also. And in error, okay, I will say error dot substring. Uh, Substring, okay, and here I will say, okay, here I will say how many characters I need to take, starting value and ending value, okay. So starting value should be 0, right, and ending value has to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it says 14, right? So I want up to 14. So I'll go ahead and say 15. Now you see. Okay. So error is, it's saying substring is not an um, sub-function of this error. Okay, because it is useful only for text. Okay, it is useful only for text, not for um, uh, non this thing. Okay, so maybe, okay, if I say something like this, let message equal to err, and then if I use message, substring is not part. Okay, you understood my requirement, where I'm getting stuck? What is the requirement is? I need to see, I need to catch all the error here. Okay. Whatever be anything, something is missing, I'm okay. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, but say substring not part of it, and what happened? Let me see if this works. No. Unexpected token. Okay. No. Extra. Okay, G is not defined. So when I say 0, let me count again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. Let me put this and see. What is the output of this? Okay. Okay. So you can see the output of that is undefined. Caught in error, undefined. So you get only one undefined. Okay. Okay. So see, this is undefined, right? 0 to 15. So instead of this, I'll say undefined here. Okay. Reference error is not getting caught. The text after reference error. Now when you run it, okay. Um, okay. This is just giving this error. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Um, okay, so if error, okay. Um, if okay. Uh, what was it? Undefined error, right? Right. I'll copy the same stuff, exact same thing. Reference error G is not defined. So you caught it, you catch it, you copy, and if this ERR equal to this, right? Then you can
Mm-hmm.
say alert,
Yeah.
you are using G without declaring
Value.
um, G variable.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to create a generic
Value.
statement, but I'll see if I can create a generic statement. But right now you can see G is okay. So this is how you can create your own statement, and you can create your own error statement, and you can customize the error message. Okay. So you can say if, and then whatever you print here, that is displayed. So this is how you catch the error, and you can write your own customized message. Finally, is about choosing anything. Okay. So now in your program that you have, can you write this error message if the score is the last one, right? Score, cola, and other one score, dolphin score. So if error is less than 0, you should throw error.
Mm.
Yes.
Isn't
Can you add this error? I can't hear you.
I'm just looking at this,
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Let me pause
So,
recording. 1 second.
sir,
I'll pause
you
recording.